another very special visual novel book club production. Thank you. Join me. Thank you for joining me, Pulahoko.
Hey, yeah.
And Jim.
Hey.
Our friend Jim.
That's right.
You know, he says my friend Jim and not our friend Jim. You know, you're our friend
That's
too.
Oh, thanks. Sweet.
So hey.
Yep.
So hey folks. Tonight we are reading a Nintendo adventure book. Last time we read, what was it called? Mario and Luigi Double Trouble?
Double Trouble. Yeah.
This time we're reading The Crystal Trap.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Super Luigi Bros, who was hosting not all of, but some of these Nintendo adventure books.
Yes, it's a really great resource. So let's just check it out. Let's just check out what it says. The evil wizard Ganon casts a spell that encloses the Triforce in impenetrable crystal cocoons. Because the Triforce of Courage is in Link's heart, he becomes encased in glass. Princess Zelda must free Link so together they can defeat Ganon and save Hyrule. Maybe we play as Zelda.
I think it is. I think it's a reverse,
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, great.
It's hard to play hero when you're in like a crystal cube.
Yeah, no, it's actually just like 3 chapters of Link being trapped in a box until someone comes back. It's
like all the choices are scream, bang on wall, or asphyxiate.
It's real existential. It's a really, really boundary pushing thing. Anyway, you control action. Only you can make all the choices that allow Zelda and Link to outwit Ganon and his foul army, help them crack codes, solve puzzles, conquer mazes, and subdue enemies. You, Zelda, and Link must save Hyrule or go down in final defeat. Have a magical Legend of Zelda adventure.
That's their catchphrase. It's what they say in every game.
Oh, of course, my favorite.
Yeah.
All of this is just like my favorite series, Legend of Zelda. Alright.
Before we move on, that cover's fantastic.
It's good. The cover's just gonna be on stream the whole time because it's so good.
I just love off-model Princess Zelda.
Yeah, she looks like she's 45.
Like, it looks like that it's based on the CDI series.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alright, there's some kind of like little preamble here that says Sorcerer's Spell, which is like I guess like the hype page to get you ready for this book.
That's fantastic.
So how do we want to split this up? Who wants to be? Do y'all want to be? Since it's my stream, I feel like I should be the narrator.
Okay.
And then we need some voices. We need a voice for Zelda, and a voice for Ganon.
This is Ganon here.
Hey, Ganon here, see?
Oh, God. Yeah, whatever we want to do. I can do Zelda if you want. I just won't do it in a falsetto because that'll be super awful.
Woo!
Yeah. Hi, I'm Zelda. This is the stupidest thing anyone's ever heard of before.
I'm Zelda, and this is my adventure book. Hi, I'm Zelda. I said that twice.
Aw, somebody said that
really good introduction.
my audio's getting a little choppy, so I'm gonna reduce the bitrate because it doesn't matter for this stream. Because we're streaming.
Yeah, I was gonna say that even on the Discord, you seem to be like cutting in and out a little bit, or skipping, or.
That's weird. Because it was just the opposite when I was streaming The Sims. Like everybody was weird for me, but like apparently I was fine.
Like
anyway.
Maybe disconnect, reconnect. I don't know.
Anyway, I have lowered my streaming bitrate, so there you go.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't need top-notch graphics.
No,
for this one.
it's really not. Okay, so let's read the
better.
Sorcerer's Spell. Alright, we Zelda.
Okay, sorry. Link.
Zelda shouts. The young warrior leaps forward, but before he can cross the distance to his enemy, Ganon's deadly claws move and he waves a scroll through the air. Zelda watches in horror as Link seems to be swallowed by a thick, murky pool of water. In a moment, his feet are stuck, held fast by jelly-like ooze. Oh, there is a Link.
Oh. Zelda!
Oh, that's a really good voice. He says, Then the ooze around him hardens into a huge, shiny crystal. He's trapped inside. Zelda pounds on the crystal.
I'll get you out, Link.
Ganon's twisted smile glows in the darkness under his hood.
There's only one way to break the crystal, and I don't think you'll figure it out, Zelda. By this time tomorrow, Link will be trapped in the crystal forever.
How will Zelda break the spell and stop the evil Ganon? It's up to you to make the decisions that will get her through the hard times of this adventure.
Thank God he gave them 24 hours notice.
Here's all of our adventure books. All right, the crystal.
By the way, if anybody has Pipe Down, let us know. Could you?
Pipe Down.
I'm putting a bounty on Pipe Down.
All right, here's our how to play.
You heard it here. Let's see.
There we go. All right, just a little how to play here. Ugh, this is not. Would you please just get to the thing, please? Zoom to page level. There you go. Okay. Prince Zelda opens with.
Watch out, Link!
Yells Princess Zelda as they rush along the narrow ledge far beneath Midoro Palace. Jumping quickly, she grabs Link's hand just as he's about to slip and fall into a bottomless pit.
Wait a minute, hang on. I thought Link was trapped in the crystal thing.
That was like our hype, like our preview
of
yeah,
the
it's a little
game.
bit of foreshadowing.
Okay, so that's like in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, can we look at this like angry fairy thing?
Yeah, she's not happy about this. Like, after all this.
Or maybe it's like you dropped your thing in the well, and it's like you can get the shiny one, or like the regular one that you dropped.
Is this your one? Say, like, tell a lie or tell the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, the angry fairy.
Oh no. Hey, kids.
Hey, stop throwing your trash down this well here, okay?
This is the fourth number I had to dish out this week. Slowby's gonna be mad at me for doing any accent. Whatever.
So then you can just summon him from the depths.
I know.
I'll do it.
I'll do a bad Jersey accent, and then he'll be summoned. Okay. Link, give me a good whoa.
Like, whoa!
Link says, looking down into the darkness.
That was a close one, Zelda.
Don't bother to thank me.
Zelda replies with a huff.
Hurry! Ganon is close by! We can get him this time, I know it!
The two heroes entered the deserted castle hours ago, hot on the trail of the evil wizard Ganon. Now they're deep underground in the maze of caves and tunnels below the ancient palace. Groping their way into the gloom, they scramble along the ledge, hugging the slimy brick wall while cave lizards and bats squeak and flutter just out of sight. Finally, they come to an opening in the wall.
Where are we now?
Shh.
Oh, there you go. Zelda hisses, brushing hair out of her eyes. Ah, yes! Princess Zelda, who has red hair.
Of course.
This is my canon version. The gems on the thin circle of gold around her forehead shine dully in the gloom.
Can't you be quiet for once?
Oh, come on. Ganon's miles from here by now. He's running scared.
Maybe you're right. But we saw him come in here after he tried to steal the Triforce of Wisdom.
I tell you, he's gone.
The young warrior shifts his shield off his thin shoulders for a moment. Although younger than Princess Zelda, he's had more experience fighting the wicked Ganon. Oh my god.
I can't. I'm corpsing. Stop worrying. Light a torch so we can find our way out of here.
Suddenly, wild and evil laughter fills the stone chamber.
Light? Light, you say? Ha! I'll give you a light.
Link and Zelda are blinded by a glaring pink flash. Standing not 20 feet away is their archenemy, Ganon. The tall, hooded figure looms over a dozen of his soldiers. The squat, ugly, dog-like moblin. They growl and bare their long fangs. Why are you shit-talking moblins? Moblins are great.
Yeah.
I love moblins.
Don't be moblist.
With a horrible crash, a stone wall falls over and the opening over the opening that led to the chamber.
A trap!
Shouts Zelda, who already has an arrow notched in her bowstring. Out of the corner of her eye, she sees Link standing with his sword at the ready.
Yes, a trap!
Ganon's voice comes from under the shadow of his hooded cloak. All that can be seen of his face are two glowing white eyes. Zelda can feel the icicle cold chill of his breath from where she stands. Wow.
Surrender or die.
Ganon thunders. His voice crashes off the stone walls.
Never!
Zelda cries back. Ganon laughs again, harsh and cruel. In spite of herself, Zelda feels a whisper of fear. She eyes the moblin with a cruel-looking crossbow. Or is the mob gender neutral, or is moblin the plural of moblin?
Oh, it's gotta be plural.
If there's more than 3 of them, it's called a mob.
Yeah, of course. She knows each dart is tipped with the most horrible weapons.
We're in trouble.
She thinks as she sets down her arrow at the dark shadow where Ganon's face should be.
Ganon's evil magic can stop these ordinary arrows, but there must be a weapon that Ganon can't defeat. I wonder what it is.
Solve this puzzle to figure out which weapon can defeat Ganon. Study the 9 pictures of the ancient scroll, which I guess on the next page. Yeah. Use these clues to decide which weapon is the one that can defeat Ganon. The weapon that will defeat Ganon doesn't have a star on it. Any weapon that begins with the letter S might defeat Ganon. Ganon cannot be defeated by a weapon that throws stones. Once you solve the riddle of the scroll, write the answer on the scoring page. The heroes will need it later. Alright.
Oh.
The weapon that will
I can see somebody's already gotten to this scroll.
Oh yeah! Weapon that will defeat Ganon doesn't have a star, so it's not a sword or a staff. It cannot
probably not the mace either, because that's
so
a morning star.
it's not a slingshot. I think it's the spear.
I don't know where you got that hint from.
Oh, because it's number 2. Any weapon that begins with the letter S might defeat Ganon, so it's one of the S ones.
I'm going off the picture where there's a big circle around it.
There's not a circle. I don't see it.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah. I wasn't even. Yeah, we did it. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna write down spear, just so we know.
I hope some
just
kid
in
had
case
fun
we
with
need
this.
it. So now we need to go to page 64. All right. Zelda bends her bow.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. It's page 72 in the PDF.
Okay. 72. Okay. Which, I don't understand this. There's still the page numbers, and like the fairies have different numbers.
Oh yeah.
Those are chapters, I think.
Like we talked about this before,
Yeah.
I forget what we came up with.
Because yeah, this is the right page number, because this is the yeah. Alright.
What the? Bends her bow.
Yeah, so she's still holding her bow. I guess we're not using the spear yet, but we've written it down for later.
Oh yeah, we made a mental note. Okay, so we need to get a spear.
Ah.
Of course.
Alright, and here's the ooze scene. Are y'all there?
So we just... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
at least
I'm sorry, I should've...
line, yeah.
Okay, sorry. We may be trapped, Ganon, but so are you.
Alright, and then we have the same scene that we just did. Just as she is about to let her arrow fly, Ganon waves his deadly claw in the air. A bolt of light leaps from his fingers and shoots towards Zelda. Her arrow vanishes in a spurt of flame.
Link!
Zelda shouts. The young warrior leaps forward, but before he can cross the distance to his enemy, his claws move again, and he waves a scroll through the air. Zelda watches in horror as Link seems to be swallowed. Okay, this is the same thing. With one final effort, he turns his head. Zelda. Yeah, this whole thing. His voice sounds like it's coming from the bottom of a deep well, and he turns into a crystal.
Link!
Zelda runs to the crystal and pounds on the side with her fist, but it's hard crystal. Link is trapped inside, his eyes open in a look of horror, so it's literally that! Zelda turns to Ganon.
The front page. Hang on, let's just look at that again.
Let's just take a moment.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Ganon's twisted smile glows in the darkness under his hood.
I already have the Triforce of Power, but I need all 3 parts of the Triforce to complete my hold on Hyrule. Since I cannot get the Triforces of Courage and Wisdom from you, then you shall not be able to use them either. With this magic scroll, I have cast a spell to incapable crystal. Of course, since I'm the Triforce of Courage... Oh, wait. Sorry. Take 2! Of course, since the choice of Link's side... I'm afraid the poor boy will have to be shut up in that crystal also. Sorry about that.
Zelda pounds on the crystal again.
I'll get you out, Link!
Not likely. There's only one way to break the crystal, and I don't think you'll ever figure it out, or find the 3 things you need. Get the hint. By this time tomorrow, Link will be trapped in the crystal forever.
Ganon steps closer to Zelda.
Oh, I was going to kill you, but it's so much more fun to see you suffer over your friend. I think I'll just leave you here. Well, bye-bye. I have a kingdom to conquer.
With a wave of his claws, Ganon and the moblins vanish in a blaze of orange fire.
Oh, Link, I wish you could talk. I could use some advice about what to do next. Should I stay here to protect you, or go look for help?
Solve this puzzle to decide what Zelda should do. Get Zelda through Medoro Palace, pick a path through the maze, and write down each letter you pass. When you reach the end, unscramble the letters to find a clue about what to do. Oh my god.
And here's some Pokemon gym badges to help you.
Alright, so here she is. And it looks like there's 2 paths.
I'm sorry.
It's either
okay.
stay or leave.
It's like they mirrored the front cover and then redrew it badly.
Where do you start? I see 2 exits.
Yeah, you either...
Oh, from the middle?
Oh, you start from the crystal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't... It's just...
So you have to...
They both...
Wait a minute here.
They both go out of the thing. It's just there's a stay exit and a leave exit. So it's up to us, really.
Well, let's just say that. Like, do you want her to leave? I say we should leave.
Yeah, I think she should leave. I think Link's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's normally how it works.
All right, let's go to page 34 and see what happens.
34, chapter 19.
I'll just make a note in case that was wrong or we want to look at the other one.
Oh yeah, good idea.
I've got to get help.
Zelda says
Link
to
will be
herself.
good. Or Link will be trapped forever.
She puts her hand to the smooth side of the crystal.
Link, I promise I'll be back.
Was there a rough side? That's unfortunate. She turns... She turns quickly so Link cannot see the tears welling up in her eyes. God. Scooping up her bow from the stone floor, she passes her hands over the walls, searching for a way out. Oh, I guess it's dark. At first they seem solid, but then she finds a small hole between the rocks. When she pushes on it, a section of the wall opens like a door. As she stops to leave, she looks at Link.
Bye, old friend.
Zelda steps into a long hallway with torches flickering along the walls.
I think this is the way out. Maybe...
What sound of Tektites don't really... Yeah, okay. Those are like keys. A swarm of Tektites drops from the ceiling in front of her, looking like huge spiders on slimy threads. They let out screeching cries as they scurry towards Zelda. In a flash, her trusty longbow is in her hand. Her bowstring hums as she hits one armor-plated beast after another. The Tektites flee, trails of red ooze flowing from their wounds. Not blood, though, just red ooze, like a gusher.
Yeah.
Zelda reaches for one more arrow to send after the retreating horde.
Why is that raspberry jam coming out of Kitty?
Delicious. But her quiver is empty.
Uh-oh!
She says to herself. With her hand on the hilt of her dagger, Zelda walks toward the exit at the end of the hall. Just as she's about to leave, though, she sees something lying in a small alcove. It's a quiver full of arrows. They're marked with strange runes and symbols.
Should I take them?
She wonders.
They might be evil, but I sure could use them.
Oh man. Alright, so we have to make, we just have a choice on it, so we get 50 points.
Woohoo!
50 points. Do you think that Zelda should take the arrows?
If we take them, we mark them on our score sheet.
Yes.
But in either case, we go to page 29.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I say yeah.
When do you not take the arrows in one of these games?
Even if they're evil, like how bad could an evil arrow be?
Yeah,
Like
I'm sure it's fine.
You shoot it and then it comes back and shoots you? I don't know.
Alright, to page 29. We have the arrows. I've marked it on our sheet. At the end of the corridor, Zelda comes to a long flight of stairs. Up she climbs to a large chamber with a pair of massive doors.
That must be the way out.
She thinks, racing for the doors. She slips through. On the other side, Zelda is blinded by a bright white light. Is it Ganon again? Then she laughs. It's the sun! She's found her way out of the palace. She runs down the stone steps and onto an old deserted road.
I wonder where I am. This isn't the way we came. I wish Link had drawn me a map of the land between Maduro Palace and my home, North Castle, because I'm a girl and don't understand directions.
After a little ways, yeah, like, come on. How you got here by horse? Like, it's not that far.
You know what? If you wanted a map, maybe you could have drawn it. Like, is there a reason that
don't
you
have magic powers? Anyway, after a little ways, the road veers left and runs into a large flat space. Tall stone pillars lie crumbling in a ring all around.
It's a crossroads. Those pillars are signposts, but I don't recognize the language they're written in.
She walks up to one of the columns and sees a worn picture carved on its side. She can just make out trees and a deer.
This road must lead into the forest.
She says to herself. She looks at another pillar.
And that's a carving of a swamp. And that's a tree. That's a bush. But wait, stop. Maduro or Beluga? Is she the princess of this land? What the hell is she doing?
Wait a minute. What is a carving of a swamp look like? It's just like a bunch of squiggly lines.
It's like shit. Is what it looks like.
Well, it's a swamp, or it could be a giant turd. I don't know.
Hey, and over there on the third column is a picture of a desert. Is it the Tantari? I can't tell. None of these roads look like they lead straight back to North Castle. Well, my choices are the forest, the swamp, or the desert. Which should I choose?
Solve this puzzle for a clue about something Zelda should seek. Just follow these rules. Cross out every shape with an odd number of sides. Cross out every shape with three more sides than a triangle, or 6 sides. Starting with the upper left corner, cross out every remaining third shape with parallel sides. The remaining letters will spell out a clue.
Oh, fuck this. Let's just go to the desert.
Let's see. Well. We want odd number of sides. We don't want... Well, see, the problem is that this person has sort of already done this.
That's why I'm saying, you know, like, forget the... Like, let's just go. Let's just go somewhere.
Yeah, you wanna just go to a place? Are we
Yeah.
worried? Are we worried at all that we're gonna make the wrong decision if we don't solve the puzzle?
Well, I mean, I'm a little worried, but not worried enough that I can't be a little adventurous.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna make a note.
Why don't we ask people where they want to go?
Yeah, let's ask. I
You
feel
wanna go
like
to the
chat's gonna
forest,
say
the
the
desert, or the
swamp
swamp?
because it's the worst. YOLO, you only link. Make a good point. It's an adventure. It's definitely a trap. That's true.
Sure, let's just go. Just choose one.
Alright. Let's go to the desert. It's page
Okay.
83. I've made a note.
I don't like the look of the forest, of this forest. So I guess it's the desert. I hate getting my feet wet.
She plunges down the middle road leading from the crossroads. Before long, the trees thin out and are replaced by stunted, twisted shrubs. Plants with sharp, pointed leaves appear, lining the road on either side. The lantern's dry and harsh, with a hot, baking sun beating down. Now Zelda is really in the desert. You're right. She seems to be the only living thing in the bleak landscape.
I wish I had brought a water bottle with me, because I
Oh
knew I
my-
was going to the desert.
Zelda,
Don't you mean I wish Link had brought me a water bottle?
Zelda, please. The sun rises higher and Zelda plods on. Suddenly she realizes the path has ended. In front of her is a sea of dunes.
Which way now? I guess I should keep going on in the direction the path was going.
Then she thinks she sees something just on the horizon far off to the right.
Is that a palace? Maybe I should go there. It's something to aim for.
Alright, solve this puzzle to help you decide which way Zelda should go. Get Zelda through the desert. The arrows in each box tell you the direction you can go, and the number tells you the number of spaces to move. Oh, it's one of these. In boxes with 2 arrows, you have a choice. Alright. Here we go. Alright.
Oh, we can either land on a palace or a cactus. I can see that the kid didn't do this page, so we're kind of stuck.
Oh, I got a cactus.
Okay, so we'll just go best out of 3. 1.
Castle.
I got a cactus. So 2
Is there a way
cactuses
to get
versus
to
1
the
palace.
1, 3 to the right. If you
Oh,
do
yeah,
1
you
to the
gotta
right,
get
then
that
3 to the right, then 3 down, 2 over, 1
No,
up.
because the 3 to the right on the lowest one. Excuse me.
Bless you.
That 3. Oh, I guess it's like 1. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 to the castle. Okay, I get it. But how do you get to this 3?
Oh yeah, because if you can get to the 4, then that takes you to the castle on the left.
4?
So if you do 1,
4.
1 to the right, 3 to the right, 3 down, 2 to the right, 1 up, 2 over, 2 down, 1 over, 1 down, 3 to the left, 2 up, 2 up again, 1 down, 1 to the left, 4 down.
It is possible to get to the palace, but we failed.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, this
Alright,
is fascinating.
Anyway, man, we really donked it. Okay.
Here comes the bad ending.
Who even knows? Let's go to the cactus on page 92. Zelda shakes her head.
That palace may be a mirage. I'll skip it.
Wow, Zelda's making some good choices here. The sun is baking
That's
through
some
her.
sour grapes right there.
The sun is baking through her leather tunic as she heads in the direction the path had been going, swiggling through the sand. It seems that for every 2 steps she takes, she slides back 1. In the endless dunes, it's hard to tell if she's getting anywhere. The sun rises higher, but the inside of Zelda's mouth is dry as the sand. But when she sees a tall rock not far away with some scrubby bushes clinging to it,
There must be water around here.
she says as she stumbles forward. Beyond the rock is a clump of thorn bushes and stunted trees with a path going through them. Shaking the dust from her clothes, she heads for the path. Man, Zelda's fucked this up, I gotta say. Like, she just immediately is like, Link, I'll help you, and like goes to the desert and immediately dies.
What the hell?
No, she ain't dead yet.
Yeah. Zelda follows the path for quite a while until she's in a region of tall, dry hills covered with thick bushes. It looks like a road again, with deep wagon ruts on each side. It's late afternoon by the time the road ends at the base of a tall cliff. Set into the jagged stone is a massive iron door.
I don't know what's behind this door, but maybe I should go in.
Zelda pulls the latch
Sure.
with all her might, but it's held fast and solid as stone. She notices a large keyhole to its shoulder height.
Oh, a key! That's what I need.
Oh, of course.
Or maybe you just need to push instead of pull.
Alright, solve this puzzle to figure out something Zelda will need if she gets inside the doors. Zelda has twice as many rubies in her pocket as there are arrows in her quiver. Zelda has 1 dagger. The number of Zelda's arrows, rubies, and daggers added together is 10. How many arrows does Zelda have?
What?
Starting with
Uh,
the letter on the doors, count off the number of arrows Zelda has. Circle that letter. Repeat until you reach the last letter. The circled letters spell out something Zelda will need inside the cave.
She's got 6, 3, and 1. So she's got 6 arrows, 3 rubies, and 1 dagger.
So 6 arrows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 E. I don't A.
Wait a minute, hang on.
Right? I mean,
The
if
first
she's got...
letter on the doors, count off the number of arrows, repeat until you oh, okay, so you do it all in one go. Okay.
6.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, twice as many rubies. Okay, so she's got 6 and 3. 6 rubies and 3 arrows.
Oh,
so do
6
3.
and
So then
okay,
1, 2,
so
3 is...
M A 1, 2, 3 G I magic
what?
magic arrows. So she needs magic arrows, which we have because we took from before.
We have magic arrows.
But she doesn't have the key.
Oh, no.
Well,
We don't have a key.
yeah,
So we have to go to page
So-
52.
to hell with this. Oh no.
Oh no! If only she had a key. Oh no, a rope snake eats her and kills her. Oh no. So I guess the desert was not... Well, maybe the key's at the palace.
We can just say we have a key. Look, boom, magic key.
We could
There we
lie
go.
and say that we have a key, but that really wouldn't be in the spirit of the game.
I mean, you're not
So-
wrong.
So what do you think? Do you think we should go to the palace? Or do you think we should go all the
We
way
should
back
re-
and try the swamp or the forest?
Oh, jeez. Well, if we're gonna go back, let's go back to the main branch and see if there's anything different in the forest or the swamp.
Okay, let's go to the forest. That seems like a logical first step. That's on page 42.
Page 40 what?
Page 42.
Okay.
Alright. So, and now let's try the forest. Oh, sorry, this is Zelda's line.
Something tells me I should stay in the forest.
Zelda
I just
says.
wish I could rest a little. I just wish I could rest a little, but there's no time to lose.
She hurries along the right-hand road deeper into the woods. Soon towering trees close in on either side. They look very ancient, with gnarled trunks as thick as houses and long strands of gray moss hanging from the branches. As she walks, the road narrows. Thorn bushes sprout thickly along it, catching at Zelda's clothes. The sun disappears behind the canopy of leaves. Finally, the road is nothing more than a faint path. Oh, again?
And the air is so thick I can't breathe. My head is spinning. Maybe I should lie down and rest.
If you think Zelda should rest, turn to page 98. If you think Zelda should go on, turn to page 72. I don't think she should rest.
I don't think she should
I
rest
think
either.
she'll die if she stops. Alright.
I think that's a bad instinct to have. You should just never rest.
Alright, let's go to 72.
Yep. No, I don't like the feel of this place. I'd better go on.
It takes all of her willpower to push through the thorny bushes. It's almost as if an unseen force is trying to stop her.
Phew, I'm glad I'm out of that.
She says as she steps into a clearing.
Oh.
A low moan fills the air. For a moment, Zelda thinks it's just the wind whispering through the treetops.
Oh, that's the same voice. Who is there?
Zelda searches for the source of the voice, but can't find it.
It is I, Princess Zelda of Hyrule. Who are you?
I
A long moment goes by, then the voice answers in a loud rush.
am the tree. I don't know what I'm going for with this.
I'm trees.
I am the trees. I am the woods. I am Greenbeard.
The voice shifts about like the wind.
Let me pass. I mean no harm.
No harm.
The angry
People
reply
always
sounds-
harm woods.
I swear by my royal crown, Cola, that none of the people of Hyrule shall ever harm these woods. I can't really make that promise, but I'm going to say it anyway.
I really need you to let me through.
I'm just gonna say whatever this mysterious voice wants to hear. And moblin with axes.
No moblin shall harm these woods while I live to stop them.
Pass.
Voice of Greenbeard with a sigh like a gentle breeze. Zelda bows quickly and moves through the clearing. On the other side, she turns and calls back.
Thank you. May your roots run deep.
Hey, fuck you too, Zelda. Go.
Calls
Beware,
the voice.
beware the tree witch.
Zelda turns and walks down the path. Oh, we get 70 points! We have 70 points
boy,
for going
points.
through the clearing.
Go.
We gotta beware the tree witch. And we gotta go to page 107.
Are we keeping track of how many points we have? Is that going to be a question later on?
I am absolutely.
Yeah,
So far we have
to know
120
how
points.
good we did.
You can post them on a leaderboard.
The lane is as smooth and green as the lawn, and Zelda walks along easily, but after a while she begins to worry.
I'm supposed to be finding help for Link, but all I see are trees.
As if in answer, she spots a rocky path leading up a steep slope. It's littered with vines and fallen tree trunks. The rocks are covered with moss and dead moldy leaves, and they look slimy and dangerous. Zelda looks at the broad, sunny path in front of her, then she looks at the rocky track leading up a slope.
Well, here's the choice. One way looks safe and sunny, and the other looks dark and dangerous. Which way should I go?
Solve this puzzle for a piece of advice. This message is in code. Change the letter on each line by moving forward in the alphabet the same number of letters as the answer to the question. Look at the picture of Zelda for some of the answers. There's a picture of Zelda. Okay. How many days does Zelda have to save Link? 1. So that's a B. How many crystals is Link trapped in? 1. So that's an E. I mean, hopefully,
Well,
it would be more at this point.
It would be really gory if he was trapped in multiple crystals.
How many arrows are in Zelda's quiver? Let's look at the picture. 4.
Bless
Excuse
you.
me. B, C, D, E, F. F. How many roads did Zelda choose from at the crossroads? 3. O, L, M, N,
The
O,
answer's
P,
not
Q,
Luigi.
R. How many Triforces are there in Hyrule? 3, F, G, H,
I don't know,
I.
17.
How many of Zelda's arrows did Ganon burn? 1. So that's E. It's spelling out the word befriend.
Yep.
How many things does Zelda need to free Link? How many things? 3 things.
Well,
J,
3
K,
things.
L, N. Right, okay. How many daggers is Zelda carrying? 1. That's D. Befriend. Okay. How many jewels is Zelda wearing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess? Or like they got sparkle effects on?
5. Yeah,
5?
like the tiara, the earring, the bracelet, and then 2 rings.
Okay, G, H, I, J, K, L. S, how many stripes are on Zelda's clothes? 6?
6.
S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Be friendly.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say befriend a certain person, not just be friendly.
No, it's be friendly.
Okay. Wait a
what is-
minute. So we
So does
then
that mean we
go.
should stay on the steep path or go on the rocky path?
Well, it says be friendly, so safe and sunny, I guess.
Oh, Slowbeef's here. Who's all here? It's me and Poa and Jim. Do you want to be? Slowbeef says we should go on the rocky path. Yes. Let me just. Y'all can also. Well, as long as I'm looking at it. Let me get a permalink and put it in the VNBC chat. Slowbeef, you can come in.
Only if you're good.
Accidentally stopped
We're
the
not that
music.
good. We've already died.
Yeah, turns out we're bad at this.
We're bad at this.
Hello. Hey, what do you think we should do?
Rocky Path.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah.
the rocky path as well.
Yes.
All right, let's go to page 59. Oops. All right.
I must be crazy.
Zelda says she starts climbing the rocky slope.
Ow!
She slips on a moss-covered stone,
It still teach me not to do things the hard way.
but after she does a little more, the hill flattens into an outcrop of gray stone streaked with dark marks. Oh no.
I'm so glad.
It's a good thing Zelda's learning a lesson.
The rock ends in a sharp, deep crack. On hands and knees, Zelda walks to the edge. Below is a narrow canyon. Against the opposite of the wall stands a hut. As Zelda watches, a bent figure comes up to the doorway.
Well, don't lie there like a thief. You, come on down and have some lunch.
There's no use hiding here.
Zelda reasons. She climbs down the cliff and walks to the hut. As she gets near, a terrible stench reaches her nose.
Don't mind the smell.
A small, gray-haired old woman appears carrying a big black pot with something bubbling inside.
Sure, you don't want some stew? It tastes a mite better than it looks.
Oh, you skipped one more page. We're on page 60.
Oh,
Page
did I?
before that,
Yeah, I can even tell, and I don't even have the document in front of me.
My page up and page down is acting weird. Okay. It's the boiled moss scum. You'll get used to it, Zelda.
How do you know my name?
Zelda says, hand on the hilt of her dagger.
Oh, I know about most things in these woods. I'm the tree witch, ain't I?
Tree Witch? But Greenbeard said...
A
That
tree
old
witch.
what's... Yeah, a tree witch, not the
Not
tree
the
witch.
tree witch, okay? I'm here to make sure this is all going correct. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Alright, so you're like the health inspector that's coming
Yes,
in.
that's
The
right.
grammar
Down.
police.
I'm the
Okay.
Hyrule Canon Authority, okay? The HCA.
Ooh, you
I'm
got
gonna make sure
quite a-
we've got this choose your own adventures by the books.
Proceed.
That old
No, I'm joking.
witch sprite has been bad-mouthing me again.
cackled the witch. She pulls a few wisps of hair from her head and absent-mindedly adds them to the pot.
Oh,
He's been mad at me ever since I stole his prickleberries last autumn. Don't worry, have some stew.
Stew?
Zelda looks in the pot and sees a thick brown mess with dark heaps of greenish goo floating on top.
I have to go. Could you tell me the way out of here?
The witch points down the canyon.
Follow the creek bed and you'll get to where you have to go. This.
She fumbles in her torn and dirty rags for a moment and pulls out a brass key. She offers it to Zelda. We have the key!
Oh boy.
Da-na-na-na.
Oh wait, not quite yet.
No.
Oh, she offers it to Zelda. Sure you don't want some...
It...
Asks, then laughs so loudly that Zelda jumps.
What?
It tastes a mite better than it looks.
Sure you don't want some stew? Ah!
Zelda doesn't know what to do. Should she take the witch's key? What if it contains an evil spell? And should she stay and eat the awful smelling stew?
I'm hungry, all right, but I don't know if I'm that hungry.
Wait a fucking minute.
All right.
Zelda's choices here. Do I take this key that might be cursed? Or no, I'll eat the food though. That's still totally...
We have the key. We know we
Or
want
we
to
could
take
just
the key.
leave.
Take the key. Do we take the key and stay, or take the key and leave? The clue told us to be friendly.
Oh, but the Greenbeard said don't mess with the witch.
Yeah.
Okay, but the choices, only one of them marks something on the score sheet. Oh, so does that mean you just get to take the key and then
Yeah.
also...
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
okay.
then what we want to do after taking the key.
Why would you not take... Okay, anyway, I don't know what to do. I just got here.
Oh, now he's got so many
Some
opinions, huh?
expert you are.
I just wanted to drop in and say hi before I put my kid to bed in like 10-15 minutes. But as long as I'm here making sure this is all canonical, I'm just gonna say I think this witch is gonna sell us a potion. So I'm okay with her. I don't have authority, but I would vote we'll stay and eat with the witch.
Oh boy.
I think we should stay with the witch.
Okay.
I believe the clue.
On the other hand, if D-Vac thinks that, then I want to do the other.
Go! Page 110. Something in the old witch's face makes Zelda stop.
Let's see.
I don't know why, but she just looks friendly.
As if she can read Zelda's mind, the witch says,
Of course I'm friendly. Didn't I offer you some delicious stew?
I gotta go.
Alright, bye.
No.
Bye-bye.
I was
Oh, that was you
voicing
in
Zelda's
Zelda.
monologue.
And the witch pours the huge, steaming ladle full of the glop into a wooden bowl. Carefully, Zelda takes the bowl. She raises it to her mouth. She sniffs it.
I told you, don't mind the smell. It's them toadworts. Can't find good toadworts these days.
Toadworts? Well, if I'm gonna do this, I'd better do it.
She grabs a spoon from the old crone, dumps it into her bowl, and jams a mouthful of the brown glop into her mouth. The witch looks smiling.
Mmm.
Zelda says as a wonderful sweet flavor fills her mouth.
I want to bang this
Oh,
stew.
it's delicious.
Oh my god.
I told you. Of course, not many folks have the courage to try some tree witch stew, but them that do deserve a reward, so here's yours.
She fumbles in her rags and pulls out something small and shiny and hands it to Zelda.
A ring.
Zelda says,
Da-da-da-da.
There you go. It's a thin band of gold with an oddly shaped pink crystal set in it. Zelda slides on her finger. Suddenly, she doesn't feel tired at all. She gulps down the rest of the stew.
How can I thank you?
Just don't believe all the bad things you hear about tree witches. Now get a lot of work to do before you can rescue Link.
Zelda jumps up and walks quickly down the path the witch had shown her. Zelda now has the ring. So we have a key, a ring, and some runic arrows. Time to go to page 62.
That's the sound from Zelda, right? Oh.
You're voicing all the sound effects?
All the yes, music and
Okay.
sound effects.
Just go for it whenever you feel it in your heart then.
Slow beef Foley artist.
Zelda follows the path for quite a while until she's in a region of tall, craggy hills covered with thick bushes. Now it looks like a road again. Oh, hey, we've been here before, with deep wagon ruts on either side. It's late afternoon by the time the road ends at the base of a tall cliff. Set into the jagged stone is a massive iron door. Okay, and now we need the key, which we have.
So it's just 32 then.
Yeah,
We've
so
already
we're
solved
going
this
to
puzzle.
page
So she's got
32,
magic. So we need magic arrows.
which we have. Alright. The key fits neatly into the lock, so I'm removing the key from our inventory. The key fits neatly into the lock with a gentle shove. Zelda pushes the iron doors open. Inside, the road disappears into an immense cavern. The walls glow with an eerie light.
Well, I said I wanted to go in.
She steps inside and the door slams shut behind her.
There's no keyhole on this side.
She says, looking at the doors.
I guess I'm not getting out this way.
She moves forward, following the middle of the cavern. Clink, clink, clink. Zelda turns on guard. She knows that sound only too well. Gibdos, mummy men!
I can outrun these creeps any day.
She thinks, but as she prepares to flee, she hears the same sounds on her other side. Clink, clink, clink. The weird, half-dead things shuffle toward her, dragging their chains and wrappings.
The dagger's no good against Gibdos. Even a plain arrow will pass right through them. What I need are some magic arrows.
I don't think that's true, Zelda. But alright, sorry.
And we got the magic arrows in the beginning. So we'll turn to page 18. I hope magic arrows and ruined arrows are not like somehow two different kinds of arrows. Doesn't matter. Go to page 18. It's fine.
It's all fine. It's fine.
Oh no,
Magic
I think that, oh yeah. On her way out.
Magic
Medora-
arrows?
Yeah.
What about those arrows I found in the Medora Palace?
In a split second, she notches one of the strange arrows into her bowstring and takes aim on the nearest Gibdo. It's close enough for her to smell its rotting cloth bandages. Zing!
When is Zelda an archer? When did that happen?
She is. She has the arrows of light that she. I mean, I think in the most recent ones, it's only like right at the end that she has them. It's like just kill Ganon and not the rest of the time.
Right.
I don't know.
Yes,
The
I
arrow
don't know
finds
the
its mark.
rule.
Everyone knows that boys have swords and girls have bows and arrows. It's how it works. We all.
I think it's that girls weigh less, honestly,
yeah.
but and whatever. Anyway, so go ahead.
The arrow finds its mark, and the Gibdo bursts into flame. In red glare, Zelda sees the twisted shapes of the other mummy men as they run in fear from the terrible fire. In a few seconds, it blazes out. Above the ashes, a blue glow floats in the air.
A fairy!
Zelda
Oh,
cries
man.
with joy. Who wants to be the face of the
Just-
fairy?
Slow beef.
I don't have the
Yes, be the
document.
fairy.
But, yes, a fairy,
Says the
and one that's
sprite.
glad to be rid of that putrid Gibdo. He's been holding me prisoner for I don't know how long.
The fairy waves her hand, and Zelda is covered from head to toe in a warm blue light.
The furry has like a little cigar hanging out of its mouth.
I don't
That
see
feels great. I'm ready to battle 1,000 Gibdos now.
Let's hope that won't be necessary. Tell me, child, why are you here in this evil place?
Quickly, Zelda tells the fairy of the crystal spell on Link.
I've been looking for help for almost half a day, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
I'm sorry that I can't stay with you, but maybe this will help.
She drops a scroll at Zelda's feet,
What is it?
but the fairy doesn't
Good
answer.
luck.
Later, Zelda picks up the scroll.
It's a riddle. I wonder what it means. Look for something hotter than blank, colder than blank, and sweeter than blank.
Link, Link, and Link. Solve this puzzle to find the missing words in the riddle. a list of Ganon's creatures. You'll find them all hidden in this word search. They may be written forward, backward, up or down, or diagonally. Circle the words. The remaining letters will spell out the missing words on the riddle. Alright, well, we can see, it looks like it's fire, ice, and sugar. Hotter than fire, colder than ice, and sweeter than sugar.
Yep.
So,
Vanilla ice.
yeah, Zelda gets 100 points for defeating the Gibdos. Turn to page 48. Good, I already solved all these puzzles. Annoying though, without it being written down. Anyway. 48. Zelda strikes out across the cavern and soon comes to a sheer wall. There are no stairs up and no windows in its face. Clink, clink. Zelda whirls around. The Gibdos returned, and there are more this time.
Too many to shoot. Better find a way out of here.
She turns back to the wall and searches for a way out.
There must be a door, gate, or something.
At last, she spots a small door in a shallow alcove of rock near the end of the wall. It's a good distance away, and the Gibdos are closing in. Taking a deep breath, Zelda sprints over the cavern floor. Page 96.
Not. Oh. Not nice. It was also nice. Whatever. Look,
I hate that Gibdo smell.
Oh, that dead guy smell. Zelda says as she rushes through the door. She tries to slam it shut, but something jams the hinges.
Move, Zell.
Sorry.
Who's Zell? What?
It's like all the Zelda monsters.
Oh, you're Zelda.
Yeah.
Oh. Got it.
She races forward. After a while, she can no longer hear the Gibdos.
Phew. I must have outrun them. Now to find the things I need. I wish I could make sense of that riddle.
She keeps walking down the cave, trying to figure out the meaning of the riddle. She's so lost in thought that she almost misses a pair of doors set in the cave wall.
Another locked door? And an unlocked one.
She tries the brass key on the locked door. Oh, I guess she took the key out of it after she unlocked it. But it doesn't fit.
I bet there's something important behind this locked door. But where can I find the key to open it?
Solve this puzzle to score extra points. Get Zelda through the door. She can jump from monster to monster, moving in any direction, including diagonally, but she cannot land on the same one twice. Oh, I know this Mario Party minigame. She may only move to a monster with the same or greater number of arms. Oh, Christ. Score 10 points for each monster Zelda lands on. After you've done all that, if you have the ring, turn to page 23.
We got the ring.
Yeah, I don't... That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. Whatever.
Let's just say we got 10 extra points.
Yeah, we'll give ourselves a modest score for being cheaters.
You solved the puzzle, right? Okay, you got the ring. Just keep going.
Alright.
You better solve that puzzle, though. I'm the puzzle bouncer. AKA the fountain fairy. You solved the puzzle, didn't you? Alright, Zell, you get to keep going. Is it okay if I call you Zell? Alright.
there is no actual penalty for not solving the puzzle, but you definitely did solve the puzzle, right?
Yeah, listen, please don't take advantage of my trusted nature here.
Look, my boss, I'm gonna be in some deep shit if you didn't solve that puzzle.
And by the way, much like the stew and them Gibdos, that don't smell so good. Did we mention that? The bad smells in your horrible adventure? That's what your legend is about, right? Half-finished puzzles and bad smells.
Hey, it's like I'm really glad I'm trapped in this crystal cube.
I mean, your whole story's about some elf boy who keeps walking around with a shield like he's, whatever, but, it's your story. Yeah.
Like he's whatever!
It's
What?
like Navi, but really...
He's
Got a real high opinion of himself walking around with a sword shield like that.
Hey, listen, you solved that puzzle yet? I'm still working on it. Vanny?
Yeah, Vanny, the one that just never shuts up and keeps throwing backhanded compliments.
Look, did you solve that puzzle correctly? No, Vanny, I skipped it. I don't know if Vanny likes that. I used the hook shot to get around it and save some time. Nah! Somebody went to a lot of trouble making this temple. Sorry, dear.
Oh my god.
Somebody put all these death traps here. You telling me you're just gonna skip
That's
them?
not very...
That doesn't sound like a hero.
That's not
That
the
doesn't
Vanny
sound
way.
heroic.
That bow of yours looks pretty freaking flammable. You set it on fire.
You telling me I
I
went
don't
to...
know. I'm just saying, you skip all these puzzles, you go to sleep, something bad might happen. You know? Somebody might get mad.
Somebody went to a lot of trouble building a staircase under this tree. You know, I mean, you might as well burn the tree and see what happens. I don't know. It's only 5 rupees, Manny. Yeah, well, you know, somebody went to a lot of trouble. Not saying who, but maybe you spread a little puzzles for some happy adventurers to have fun with. Vanny's not made of money. I mean, Ganon.
That's the fairy holding the numbers. That's Vanny. That's not a wand. That's a cigarette.
It's a mustache too. That fair.
It's a good, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We're on page 23.
Okay. The ring, the one the tree witch gave me.
She raises her hand and looks at the oddly shaped crystal. It is glowing with a soft pink light.
It's the same shape as the keyhole.
Zelda exclaims, so it was important to be nice to the witch. As she moves the ring closer to the locked door, it grows brighter. The crystal fits smoothly into the keyhole and the door springs open. On the other side is a small chamber like a closet.
Odd. It's empty.
She steps inside to get a better look. Never mind. With a bang, the door slams shut.
I can't believe this happened again. A trap.
The whole chamber is turning. Then suddenly the door opens again. Zelda jumps through.
Where am I?
Let's go to page 15.
I do have to run, but I'm gonna try to be back quick. Good luck, everybody.
All right, good night. So
Sure.
see you later.
Thank you.
Later.
Zelda is standing in a small room that's bare except for a winding staircase right in the center.
Well, I don't know where I am, but I guess I'll go up.
She starts to climb the stairs. At the top is a small round chamber with a door standing ajar at the far end and a wooden table by itself in the center. A thin shaft of light falls from the ceiling onto the tabletop. Something shining there catches Zelda's eye.
A magnifying glass.
Zelda says, surprised.
What's that doing here? I wonder if it has something to do with Link.
Zelda looks at the glass and thinks about the riddle of the fairy scroll.
What's hotter than fire?
Asks herself, then suddenly she snaps her fingers.
I know the answer.
Solve this puzzle to find the answer to the riddle. Circle the object that should go next to continue each. Oh my god, is this a gifted and talented test? First letters of objects you add spell the answer to the riddle.
What's hotter than fire? How about a human nose?
Okay, we have a magnifying glass. Spell the answer to this riddle. What? The object that should go next to continue each pattern. Well, sword, ring, umbrella.
Okay, so
Tree.
it's
Oh, each one. So
each one it's like
one
three
is a
different
pattern.
puzzles.
Yeah. So I guess
So the
ring.
first one it's rope, sword, ring, and then rope, sword, probably
Oh,
sword.
so it's sword,
Oh, okay.
so that's S.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Right,
And
and
then
then...
umbrella, sword, tree,
Oh,
tree,
sun.
sword,
Oh,
umbrella.
sun. I got it. I get
Yeah.
it. Okay, the sun. The
And
sun
then-
is hotter
and then
than fire. I
tree,
guess.
apple, tree, nose, tree,
Apple tree nose. There you go.
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go to page 115. Pushing open the unlocked door, Zelda enters a small empty chamber with 2 more doors on the far side. The first opens onto stone steps leading up. At the top, she sees a faint glimmer of twilight.
Must be a way out.
The other door has strange runes and symbols carved into it. Some look like goblins.
Whoever built this sure made it look scary.
She opens the door and peers inside. It leads into darkness.
I came here to find things that need to free Link. Maybe I should explore some more, or maybe I should leave and look somewhere else.
Alright, do we think that she should leave the cave or go deeper into the cave?
Well, we know what the clue is.
Yeah, I mean, we got hot and fire, but we still have two other pieces, colder than ice and sweeter than sugar. So it seems like we're not done here.
But the clue is sun,
Well,
right? So
Yeah, the clue is sun, so you're not going to find sun in a cave.
Oh, is that a clue? Was that I thought that was just I guess the answer to the riddle. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, we'll leave. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna make a note. Alright. We're
Zelda
gonna leave.
retreats in
You're
shame.
right. Alright. 5. Okay.
I'm getting out of here while I still can.
She climbs the stairs quickly and comes out on a stone ledge at the edge of a forest just as the sun is going down.
What's that?
She says, peering across a wide meadow at a collection of twinkling yellow lights.
It looks like a town. Maybe I can find some help there.
Wearily, she trudges across the meadow and soon finds herself on a wide whatever that leads right to the town gates.
So, is there a stamina system in this book? Because Zelda seems to be tired a lot.
Being outside is tiring. Who wants to be the guard?
Halt!
Yells a voice from the shadow of the guard tower.
Who goes there? Princess Zelda!
In a loud but tired voice, Princess Zelda.
What town is this?
The gatekeeper steps out of the shadows and runs to Zelda.
Princess? It's me, Aldo. Where have you been? Don't you recognize the town of Rudo? You're the freaking princess of this place. Rudo? I missed North Castle completely. Well, wherever I am, I better sit down before I drop.
Aldo leads Zelda into the gatehouse and brings her fresh bread and cheese and cool water. Between bites, Zelda tells him about her quest.
Have you seen anything or anyone unusual in town? In town? No, but just out of town, there's a strange newcomer, a beekeeper. Beekeeper? Name of Conley. Very
His
strange.
name is
He lives
Pain.
just out of town, back along the road a bit. Folks say his bees are magic, but he won't let anyone taste the honey. Very unfriendly old coot. Don't go near him. That's my advice. Not until you know how to make...
Bernie, don't you get anywhere near my magic bees. You hear me?
How did the riddle go? What's sweeter than sugar? I think I know the answer.
It's honey.
Corn syrup.
Look at the set of objects, find the one that doesn't belong, then take the letters from both objects that don't belong and unscramble them.
How does this even fit what's happening?
It's honey.
Is there just like, oh, Aldo, your HUD is a mess. All your weapons are all over the floor. Here, let me rearrange them for you.
Alright, do you want to visit the beekeeper? Or go in... So you visit the beekeeper now, or go into town. I guess it's like go into town first.
Wait. Yeah, but if the clue's honey, aren't we going to see the beekeeper?
Yeah, we should go see him now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's go see him.
go see the grizzled honey prospector. What was that, 38?
Yeah. Magic honey? That's what's sweeter than sugar. I'm gonna go see that beekeeper and get some. He's mighty mean. Maybe you should bring him a present or something. No time.
Oh, maybe we needed to go to town and get him a present. I don't know, we'll find out.
Yep.
Luckily, there's a full moon.
We're gonna get a bunch of magic bee stings.
Zelda has no trouble finding the small hut. As she draws near, she notices strange sparks rising out of the crooked chimney.
Hello, Beekeeper Conley?
Alright,
Huh?
Paula.
Who's that? Another one of them pesky townspeople? Did you bring me anything?
No. Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Hurry? I'll make you hurry.
Suddenly, there's a loud buzzing noise from inside the hut. A swarm of blue and gold light flies out of the chimney and heads straight for her. Ouch! Oh no, we died.
Oh
Oh well, we'll back to what that was.
Cover your
So we
face
need to
with
go
her
to
hands,
town
please,
first, which I
surrounded
think
by a
was
mass of
page...
angry
Which I think is page 6.
Look at this! Suddenly she trips over a root and falls into a deep pit. Yo, I've twisted my ankle. I'll never get out of this hole in time to save Link. Also, I'm dying from bee stings.
Yeah, Jesus. Alright, so we want to go to page 6.
Right.
Return of Beekeeper.
magic honey! That must be sweeter than sugar. I've got to get some. Please, princess, take my advice and don't go see Connolly until you've learned how to make a deal with him.
Zelda nods, the trusted gatekeeper.
All right. We'll try to get the honey from Connolly now.
I love this lazy-ass honey jar down there by the page.
Yeah. Alright, page
Sorry,
24.
Whatever, just draw a honey pot.
I'll deal with him later when I'm better prepared.
She goes down the main street of Rudo and looks around. Looming over everything is a dark, evil-looking tower with 5 curved stone spikes on its top. Down a narrow lane and to the left, she sees lights coming from a tavern and she hears sounds of singing. To the right, a lantern lights the entrance to a fortune-teller's shop.
Which way do I go now?
Solve this puzzle to get a clue about what Zelda should look for next. There's only one solution to this maze. Find it and unscramble the letters you pass over. They will spell out a clue.
Whoa, what the
A
hell is this?
helping hand.
Here we go. Would it be the fortune teller?
No, because one of the other
gonna
ones
say
is Crystal
fortune.
Ball. Is one of the other ones. So,
Okay.
so I think that would be the fortune teller.
Good point.
Oh, and yeah. Dog is in there, but we don't have an option to go get a dog. Which is a shame.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're going into the tavern.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright.
Go to the fortune teller and see what happens.
Alright, well,
Yeah, because
Crystal
the
Ball is
tower's
on
evil.
there. Tower's evil. It's gotta be the tavern. Let's go
It's
to the
gotta be
tavern and
the
we can
tavern.
always go
Yep.
back. I made a note to go back.
I'll try the tavern.
She steps into the crowded, brightly lit room. No one seems to notice her as she takes a seat close to the fireplace. What'll it be, m'lady? The serving girl asks.
Something hot.
Zelda replies.
Wah, 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 wah.
The first time that day, she relaxes a little. Something about the serving girl's eyes. Then she sees the stranger. He's sitting in a corner of the room by himself, wrapped in a thick cloak of dark green cloth. It's Aragorn. He's in the wrong game. His hood is up. Zelda can just see the glint of his eyes reflecting in the firelight. He's staring right at her. Zelda scowls.
I'll bet that's a spy of Ganon's watching me. I could confront him now and get him off my back.
Then she reconsiders.
Or maybe I should try and leave. Maybe I should leave and try to lose him in the streets.
Alright, we got another puzzle. Help Zelda cross the tavern, either to the door or to the hooded stranger. She must reach her destination by jumping from person to person without landing on a monster. She can go in any direction, including diagonally, but she can't land on the same person twice. Add or subtract the number on each person she lands on according to plus or minus signs. Write the total on your score sheet.
Wait, what?
Well, can't she just go straight to the exit? Rule that says you have to go one way or the other.
But how do you get to the...
I guess the here is the guy at the top right.
Yeah.
He's got a unique silhouette.
And then there's the guy down there, like the 50-point guy, that's just got his mouth open.
So it looks like she can't get to the exit, right? Because like, how does she get there without hitting a monster?
She can go diagonally. So you have to
Oh,
go to
okay.
the minus 20 and then to the blank one and then out.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. So that's like. Let's see.
That's a
what's
lot of
good
points.
Yeah.
40, 80,
Or do we just want to go to the Hooded Stranger and see how it goes?
70, 170, 150. I got 150 points going out the door. That 100 plus
It's
100
like it
guy
would-
makes me think that the door is better.
Yeah.
See, I was just leaning towards Stranger because I think it, just that's the way these games work.
Alright. Alright, I'll make a note.
You're ruining our score.
Okay. Alright, so how many points did we get going to the stranger?
Well, it's
We can
10, 20,
get,
30,
like-
50, 30, 55,
Like
45,
25?
and
25
65.
points?
Yeah.
So it's 25 points to the stranger and like 150 points to leave?
Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's just like the Stranger is going to immediately give you a bonus, but so you score less points because it's like a cheat.
You talk to
Alright,
me.
you
Have
really want to
200
talk.
points.
You really want to talk to the stranger, so I feel like we have to now.
Let's talk to the stranger. Yeah.
All right, go to the stranger on page 7. Finally, Zelda fights her way through the crowd to the stranger's side.
You!
She says boldly, her hand on her dagger.
What are you staring at?
Polo, you got a voice for us?
A weary princess.
The man answers and lets his hood fall away from his face.
Estragon, my old teacher. I thought you were Ganon's spy.
Estragon, take me
Estragon
away.
is a hell of a name. Estragon nods and
I
his
know.
gray head and smiles.
Estragon is like the estrogen monster.
Alright, Estragon,
At least
it's your
you
line.
haven't forgotten everything. Now sit down. There are real spies of Ganon lurking about.
Zelda starts to tell her tale, but Estragon has already heard.
You always knew when I was in trouble. Do you know how I can get the magic honey?
With this,
He replies and places a small flask on the table.
the sap of the fairy flower tree. The beekeeper uses it to make his favorite drink.
Zelda puts the flask in her pouch.
Come with me, Estragon. I need your help.
Surprise cannon
No.
inspection. Who's Estragon?
The
Estragon is-
estrogen dragon.
That sounds right.
No, child, I'm too old for adventures, but ask the beekeeper for help. He can get you to Link in time to undo the spell. Yes, the magic beekeeper. You missed it. We died to the magic beekeeper earlier because we didn't give the beekeeper a present.
Don't feel the need to catch me up, okay? I know the story front and back.
I'm worried we
Oh,
missed
sorry, I
the,
forget you're the inspector.
I worry we missed the cold than ice part by not going deeper into the cave. So if we get to the point where we need that, I wrote down the number of the page so we can pop back there. That was page 47. So just in case we want to go back and see what that was. Zelda embraces her old friend,
Save
heads
state.
for the beekeeper's hut. Yes, I've save stated, so don't worry, everyone. 78.
Yep.
Zelda
a
turns her
minute.
face to the far-off palace. Was that the right one?
No, wait. I thought it was 70 we had to go to.
We go to 70.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
The moon is high in the sky when Zelda arrives at the beekeeper's small hut outside of town. Okay, it's this whole thing. Strange golden blue sparks rise from the crooked chimney and she can hear loud buzzing inside.
Beekeeper Conley,
Huh? Who's there?
a friend with some fairy flower sap.
The door to the hut flies open. A short, round man dressed in pretty robes stands there looking at Zelda.
Let's see.
Zelda takes the flask out of her pouch, uncorks it, and waves it gently under the beekeeper's nose. He grabs it, but she snatches it away.
Not so fast. Let's trade.
The little man eyes the flask hungrily.
What do you want? Honey? Take whatever you need.
And he waves to a row of honey pots along one wall.
That's not all.
Zelda says, holding firmly onto the flask.
I need to borrow your bees.
God, you're busting my balls here. My bees? What for?
To take me to Maduro Palace. I must be there by morning.
Duh!
You want to ride the bees? Okay, if you think you can.
He turns toward the inside of the hut.
You must
No
think you're
stinging, friends.
You must think you're tough shit if you can ride the bees. Sorry.
And he snatches the flask from Zelda and disappears into the back of his hut. Turn to page 49.
Nice. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Alright, Zelda enters the hut and fills a small jar with the magic honey. As she does, she sees the blue and gold sparks are really bees. They land on her one at a time till her whole body is covered in thousands of buzzing insects. Suddenly, the buzzing gets louder and Zelda is lifted gently off the floor. The magic bees are carrying her. They fly out the door and up to the sky. Through the moonlit night they soar, heading for Maduro Palace. Oh, it looks like we got to the end, but we didn't get the ice thing. I don't know. Find out. They are just as the rays from the rising sun
We'll find out
strike
what
the tall
happens.
columns of the palace. The white stone glows softly. For a moment, Zelda thinks it looks like a friendly place, and she remembers Link trapped there. Bees swarm up to the air and head back toward Rudo.
She thinks this is a friendly place. Oh, right! The whole reason I'm here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Down she rushes into the maze beneath the palace, retracing her steps until she reaches the room where Link is imprisoned. The crystal is still in the middle of the room, and Link is still frozen in it. A ray of sunlight is shining on him.
Link, I'm back.
Get Zelda through the maze to Link. For each area you pass, score 10 points. Try to find the path that will give you the best score. Oh, bonus points!
Oh, we have to go
Bonus
back.
round.
It's right there on the bottom.
Oh, Zelda doesn't have all three
Alright,
things.
so this is page 51. So I'm just gonna mark this. Go back in time and get that other thing that's probably deep in the
Oh,
cave.
but first we got a game over.
Oh, do you want to see the...
Look at this! Yeah, page
Oh,
28,
no,
game over.
that is a game over. So that wasn't it. I wonder where we were supposed to get the cold thing from.
See, this is what happens when you don't listen to the fairy.
We went to the stranger instead of when we went to the
No, the stranger was
whatchamacallit.
helpful and good. Maybe it was in the desert? We never ended up going to the desert.
See what happens when I'm not here? This is just all, like, chaos.
The desert and the palace, maybe?
That sounds right.
Let's try that. Let's check it out.
Well, wait, we never went to the swamp.
Oh, do we never ever go to the swamp ever?
because we
Oh.
chose in the beginning. Remember that?
It's
Yeah.
like the world's most irresponsible D&D session. Well, maybe not the world's most, but, you know. I mean, there's
Alright.
probably been.
Let's see. Let's go. Let's head to the swamp before we return to this to Link. If this was a real Legends of Zelda game, then I could just be like, oh, I don't have enough stuff. Time to go back to another area.
It's not incompetence, it's backtracking.
Let's see. The chat says the tower because looks like a hand. No, that wasn't, because that was already like the whole village of Rudo was already the ice part, or was already the sugar part. So I don't think that the handprint was like somewhere else.
Oh, wait a minute.
Because we
Dreshin in
didn't-
chat says, I think the tower, because it looks like a hand, and
But
the
then we
hint
would
said
have
a helping
not
hand.
gone to get. Then we would have not seen Estragon.
Oh, but then we wouldn't have gotten to Estragon.
Maybe at the end of the tower, it sends you to Estragon.
Yeah.
Maybe Takeshi is Estragon.
Shit.
Jesus.
All back.
I don't know. Well, let's. What do you think, folks?
What do you think? We could go back to
We
the
could just
swamp, or we
lie
could
and say
try
that
to-
we have all three things.
No, we can't cheat like that.
Yeah, I think you can. It's not like you
No,
did
we
the
can't.
maze.
Well, we can't cheat because you're here and you'll shut us down.
See ya.
Well, let's see what happens if we don't have all 3 things and see the game over, and then let's see what happens if we do, with that, which will be our non-canon ending. We'll look at what we deserve on page 28.
Just lie. Even your chat saying just lie.
I know, but look,
They've had enough.
Look, I want everyone to be happy with how this went, so let's read our game over screen, and then we'll see what happens if we had been more responsible and solved that first puzzle of the crossroads or whatever.
I'm back, Link. I didn't get all 3 of the things that the fairy's riddle told me about, but maybe I can undo the spell anyway.
Thunderclap through the chamber, drowning out Zelda's voice. As she watches in horror, the light falling on the crystal takes on an evil red glow. Slowly, the crystal changes color. It becomes darker and darker. Zelda can no longer see inside. The crystal is turning to stone.
Oh. Wow.
Link!
Zelda cries despairingly. In reply, she hears Ganon's evil laugh.
He's gone forever. You failed, little princess. You failed.
Game over.
Return of Ganon.
Wah, wah.
Return of Ganon. Oh.
Alright. So we have all 3 things now.
Which page now?
And we are going to go to page 74. We looked up the Primo official strategy guide, reloaded our save, and hacked in the handprint cheat.
We just game genied our way here.
I've got them, Link. I definitely have got the 3 things I need to break the spell. I'm not just saying that.
Link can't respond, but Zelda thinks his frozen face looks a little more hopeful.
And his face doesn't change.
Hold on, I need to do something on my stream. Okay. From her pouch, she takes the magnifying glass, the magic honey, and Ganon's handprint.
Now the problem is, what do I do with these things? Especially the one I definitely have and I'm not just making up.
I just found Ganon's handprint on the crystal. Weird. While Zelda thinks the beam of sunlight is stronger, Link's crystal prison shines brightly. Zelda stares at it.
Oh! Part of the crystal is shaped just like Ganon's handprint.
Zelda takes the stone handprint and presses it over the raised mark on the crystal. They fit together perfectly. Crack! A dozen small holes appear in the top of the crystal right under the beam of light.
Look at that! It looks like a honeycomb. The honey!
Quickly she pours the magic honey into the holes. The thick brown liquid begins to steam and bubble.
What?
Thick brown honey.
What?
Yeah, honey is thick and brown.
From
a
magic
lot.
bees. Magic honey.
Heat!
Zelda cries. She takes the magnifying glass and holds it in the light above the honey. Under the heat of the magnified sunlight, the crystal begins to turn colors, first blue, then gold, then red. With a terrific crash, the crystal splits open.
Link!
Zelda cries and catches him as he's about to fall.
Zelda? What happened? I'm so tired. Did we get Ganon?
Quickly, Zelda tells him all that has happened in the last day.
We must find Ganon. We must get the magic scroll or he'll use it again.
But where should we look? Do you think he's still here?
I made a puzzle for you to find. Sorry.
Shut up, Vanny. It always with the puzzles, Vanny.
First, use these rules to figure out how many rubies Link has. When Link had 16 rubies, Zelda had half the number he did. Link gave Zelda... That's called the wage trap. Link gave gave Zelda 4 rubies. Then Zelda gave Link half of her rubies. Then Link lost 15 rubies. That idiot.
If you're riding a train on the spirit tracks due east and your phantom hourglass says it was 2 hours ago.
If Link traveled back in time 3 hours, spent 2 hours in the past, and then traveled backward to the present 5 hours, what time does he get there?
Link has 3 rubies.
Yep.
Color in every space with that number of sides. Oh, Jesus Christ! We get 200 points, though. 200 honest points.
Totally honest.
Oh,
You're
it's a
actually
spear.
going
It's a
honesty
spear.
points.
It's the spear in the middle. See?
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Should we leave the palace or go deeper into the palace?
Well, if we had the spear, I'm not even. Go ahead, you guys choose.
Well, we don't have
We
the
do have
spear,
the
but we
spear.
don't. We do have the spear.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have to look for it. Okay.
Yeah, we need to
We
look for the
bought the
spear.
In
I feel-
Mido.
The spear... The spear's probably deeper in the palace, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I put it.
Okay.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Hey, listen, you got the spear. Don't worry about it.
Alright,
And he goes,
86. Hey, 86 the advice, will ya?
Hey.
Oh god, she's back!
She's back.
Who's back? Oh, the fairy, right?
Manny.
Okay, Link.
It's Link, fella.
Link.
Oh, sorry. I'm sure Ganon is near. Maybe he's even still here in the palace.
Link says as Zelda helps him down a long hallway.
I could sense him the whole time I was trapped in the crystal.
But if we do find him, how can we fight him? You're too weak to stand, and I'm only a girl.
It's your cameo.
Oh, sorry, were you saying something? I was busy playing Danganronpa, which I think is gonna get covered by visual. Anyway, let's see here. That was the advertisement fairy. Let's see.
I might be able to help.
Yes, yeah, I heard about your problem and Oh, I might be able to help.
Says a small voice as clear and tinkling as a silver bell.
All right.
A fairy!
A pink fairy floats down toward them from somewhere high in the cavern wall.
Yes. I heard about your problem and I came as fast as I could.
Nick and Zelda stand underneath the fairy and are bathed in her pink light. Immediately, Link's strength returns.
Fight 100 Ganons now.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, is that not
Rudo.
what the fairy said?
No, that's
Sorry.
fine. That's good.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
Next page.
Ganon can be defeated today, but only if you find a special weapon that's hidden nearby.
What is it?
That I can't tell you, but
This
it's
is
close
Vanny.
indeed. Goodbye, and be careful.
The two friends watch. They really underscore that they're friends. Watch as the fairy floats up and disappears somewhere near the ceiling.
A special weapon?
Doc!
Link ducks as a deadly boomerang cuts through the air over his head.
A blue Goria? What the hell? Okay.
Gorilla? Like gorilla?
A blue gonorrhea.
That's some writer who had a cocktail napkin written down that says Moblin from the night before when someone was commissioning for this and fucked that up really bad.
Alright, page 13.
Or wait, no, there was those guys in the
I'm sure they
feel like there was some-
exist.
yeah, that they threw boomerangs. I kind of remember that, but maybe I'm crazy.
Watch out!
Link rolls to his right as the boomerang circles back, its razor-sharp edge slicing through the air.
Do you see the gorilla?
Zelda asks, her bow at the ready.
Yes, over there.
Zelda lets fly an arrow, and the two friends hear a blood-curdling scream. Who wants to be the gorilla? Slow beef. Just make a yow sound.
Yow! Wow! 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 That's whenever you kill the boss on Link to the Past. It's just canonical.
I think you got it, Zell. Which is...
Stop trying to make Zell happen.
I don't have time to say the other two letters.
I think "duh" would have been the better nickname anyway.
Duh. Duh.
Carefully, they walk forward to see.
It's you, gorilla.
Spare me!
Please, the gorilla.
Spare me!
When they find it.
Spare me.
Blue lies on its back, holding one arm where Zelda's arrow cut through.
The gorilla no longer wishes to fight.
It's Link.
Why should we?
Link demands, his sword in the gorilla's thick, muscled throat. Alright. The monster's pointed ears curl back in fear.
Spare me, and I'll show you a powerful weapon, a battle axe. It's the only thing that can defeat Ganon, and I know where it is.
A weapon.
13.
The one the fairy told us about.
I don't know, Link. This could be a trick. It seems to me I learned something about the weapon that could defeat Ganon. Now, what was it?
Oh, here's a picture of what he looks like, I guess. That seems wrong also. All of these things seem like not the thing that they're saying.
That's a rodent of unusual size. They are ripping that straight off.
Anyway, obviously we know we need to get a spear, not a battle axe, so we should follow the gorilla, and we should go to 43.
Good luck, everybody.
Sure. You're right. Oh, it's actually your line. Pull up.
I'm still venturing my way to 43. Okay. You're right. Something smells fishy, and I don't trust this ogre.
Oh, he's
Oh.
gone. Stupid people.
The gorilla sneers. He dives through a hole in the floor and disappears.
Let him go. Let's find Ganon.
Together, the two friends search the palace. It's empty, so they make their way
The
into
two
the thick
friendly
woods surrounding
friends
it.
friendly made their friendly way to the... Like it says they're friends all the time.
They're just friends, right?
Ganon's creatures are all around. I can feel them watching us.
Zelda says as they forge through the brush.
I don't care. I just wish we knew what we were looking for.
Suddenly, Zelda stops short and puts her hand on Link's arm.
I think we just found it.
She says simply to page 99. In the center of the clearing stands a tree that is larger and taller than any Link and Zelda have ever seen. They walk forward, forgetting Ganon and his monsters as they stare at the mighty tree. Its leafy canopy stretches like a roof overhead. Its trunk is wider than a tower in Zelda's palace.
Look! Right in the middle of the trunk, there's a spear.
Finally, the spear! The spear is growing out of the trunk at shoulder height. It looks just like a branch, but it's tipped with a shining steel point.
That must be the weapon the fairy was talking about. I'll just cut it off.
He raises his sword.
No!
Cries Zelda, recalling her promise to Greenbeard.
Isn't there another way?
Link puts
No,
a hand
hang on,
to
hang
his
on, hang
ear.
on. We don't owe a thing. We don't owe
Nah.
a thing to Greenbeard, the
Not at all.
racist who was telling us all kind of lies about the Swamp Witch. No.
Link puts a hand to his ear.
It sounds like a band of Moblin is on the way. We right now.
Solve this puzzle to see what the heroes should do. Can you use the spear to divide Ganon's army without touching any monsters? One catch. The magic spear will only work if there are more Octoroks than Moblin on each side. See if you can draw a straight line through Ganon's army where the spear should go. Can it be done? And there it is. The lines. Oh, yeah.
Wait
The
a minute,
diagonal.
it's more
There's a diagonal line that's been drawn in this book.
only work if there are more Octoroks than
Yeah,
Moblin.
there you go. It's the diagonal line is right. Yep.
Yeah. Alright,
It's
so
three
the
to-
puzzle
yeah.
can be solved, and Link does not cut the spear, and we go to page 17. So many points. These are
I know how to
points,
get it.
though. Says Zelda. She steps back from the giant tree and lifts her arms.
Greenbeard, give us your spear to stop the axes of the moblin.
A soft noise like the wind through leaves fills the clearing. The screaming moblin fall silent and stop where they are. With a soft snap, the spear falls into Link's hand.
Ha!
He cries. He holds it overhead and the moblin falls back.
They're running!
Then, through the ranks of the cowering moblins strides a tall, hooded figure.
Ganon!
Well, to page 22.
Well, little princess,
Ganon sneers in an icy voice.
you've done better than I expected. You broke the crystal spell. You fool! Don't you know I'll just cast it again? Not this time. We have something that will stop you. Ha!
Ganon's laugh is like a poison dart thrown through the air.
Once again, boy, you have made a fatal mistake.
Ganon waves his arms, and the crystal-making scroll appears in his twisted hand.
The scroll! Quick, Link, before you can cast the spell again!
Link poises himself to strike.
I hope we have the right weapon.
Good thing we do! Alright, spear. Turn to page 118. Link gets ready to throw the spear. As he does, Ganon stumbles backwards.
The spear!
Says
How
the
did you
evil
find
witch.
it?
Also, like, we're
Sorry.
at the place where the spear is. Like, we're just, like, right here next to the place where the spear is. Like, you showed up here, my dude?
How did you find the thing that could defeat me in the place where the thing is?
With a little help from our friends. You know that song. Of course, that's something you would know about. Friends, that is.
You don't have to say that.
Bullying.
You
This is
haven't
fucking
won
bullying.
yet.
Ganon barks. He whirls and bangs up his other hand with a. He whirls and brings up his other hand with a fireball in it. Flames shoot out at Link. The young warrior springs out of the flame's reach. Ganon immediately snaps his fingers and another ball of flame appears.
Use the spear, Link!
Zelda
I
calls
thought that would be obvious by now.
as another fireball flies
I
at
can't-
Link.
I can't get a clear shot.
Link answers as he jumps to safety.
I think I can arrange something.
Zelda says under her breath. As Ganon pulls up yet another huge ball of fire, Zelda slips an arrow from her quiver and lets it fly. Ganon is so busy trying to stop Link that he doesn't see the arrow until it's too late. It catches his robe and pins it to the tree trunk. That's very
Now,
cartoony.
Link!
Yeah, really.
Link hurls the spear. Ganon throws a flaming fireball at it, but the magic weapon can't be stopped. It hits Ganon in the hand and nails the scroll to the tree trunk.
Whoa, my hand.
In bullet time, Ganon's cry of pain echoes off the distant hill. He pulls his bleeding hand free and stumbles away from the hero.
You'll pay for this.
Cries in a twisted voice, then in a flash, he is gone. Zelda runs to Link's side.
We did it! We defeated Ganon!
Yes, thanks to the wood magic of your friend Greenbeard, the racist.
The spear, look at it!
As they watch, the spear begins to sink into the bark of the tree, taking the scroll with it. In a few moments, both disappear.
It's me, Greenbeard. It was my dick the whole time.
Own.
God damn it, Greenbeard!
It's the medieval equivalent of a dick pic. Well, no one is going to believe all the adventures you had.
What? Link says as they leave the clearing.
Because you're just a girl, nobody's gonna believe you. Just tell them I did it. The whole story is one big muddle to me.
Oh, really?
Zelda says laugh.
I think it's all very easy to understand. In fact, it's crystal clear.
Hey!
Ha 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 ha.
What the shit was that?
Hi, Turbo. Thank you for joining us.
God.
We just got 300 points and won.
We won.
Oh, the notorious Zelda scoring system, right?
All right, let's see how many points we got. We didn't get hardly any
won.
points legitimately. Legitimately, we got 81. We got 230 points, which is just a gallant greenhorn. After we used hacks, we got 1,000, over 1,000 points. So we're a Wonder Warrior. I went from Gallant Greenhorn to Wonder Warrior using the power of cheat codes.
With your Triforce Protector rating.
Nice.
Wow. Let's see, how much did this person get who owned this book? 1,300? 12 plus 20. We're doing some math there. Yeah,
I hope this kid
we
had
didn't
fun
get the
with this
rope.
book.
They didn't get the rope either. They're like, where's that rope? I don't know.
Oh
Don't
man,
know.
our perfect run.
And the battle axe, I guess that was if you got the wrong one.
Oh, you still get points for keeping, or for getting the wrong thing, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, well. Thank you, Visual Novel Book Club, for joining me to read this wonderful book. It was certainly...
Oh,
we
wait a
did
minute,
it.
wait a minute.
Oh?
We can't leave without reading this blurb from the end.
Oh. Which part? The next...
the last
mysterious
page.
Strange...
Yeah.
Would you like to read it?
Princess Zelda welcomes a handsome stranger to Hyrule after he heroically saves her life. But when he shows a suspicious interest in the Triforce, Link begins to distrust him. What is the prince's real mission in Hyrule, and what is his true identity? All new Legend of Zelda stories in which you make the decisions. Nintendo Adventure Books number 10, The Shadow Prince, available in February 1992. Mark your
Wow.
calendars.
Alright,
Oh, boy.
folks. Stay tuned. We're all anxiously awaiting that release. Alright. Thank you for joining me for this.
Yeah, I'm glad I was here for the entire time.
Yeah, Turbo was here
Just
the entire time.
just realized my mic was muted just at the end.
You did a really good
You
sleep
were there in
impression.
spirit.
Thanks for helping cover for the fact that he just didn't show up.
Yeah.
Alright, so just a reminder to everybody that we are winding down toward the end of my 12-hour marathon here to help raise money for my friend Gharbad, who is moving to start a new job in Seattle and needs help to overcome the fact that he has been disabled and unemployed for several years and needs help to be able to comfortably live there and start his new job and basically have a chance at having a stable life for once in a really long time. So I really appreciate all the donations we've had so far, and we are gonna keep going all the way to the end of the stream, and we've passed our $2,000 goal, but please continue to donate if you have the means. Every dollar is important and helps, and think about all the things that you have to do when you move and how expensive it can get, especially moving with nothing, like needing to get all your furniture when you get there, needing to get all new stuff when you get there. You can try your hardest, but it's still a lot of money to move, so really appreciate
And even just all the
donations.
random crap that'll just, the random stuff that'll happen towards you that can't be predicted move. So
Yeah, and all the stuff you have to do when you move to a new place even. You have to go and get you have to go get your driver's license switched over. You have to pay all these fees to like get registered everywhere you need to get registered, and like he's got to move all his medication stuff over, and it's gonna be a whole thing. So I would really like it if he could just not have to worry about it for a little while. Get settled in this new place so that something could be easy for Gharbad for once. Like, I'm not understating that. It would be really nice if something was easy for him as it was for other people, including myself, because we have more means to and don't have to be as worried about money. So thanks everybody, and I'm gonna take the stream down in a moment, and we'll come back at in about 5 minutes with Chorps Away's Girl Games Challenge to close out the night, and then I'll ask the chat what we want to do for the bonus hour. Alright. Thanks everybody.
Don't miss it.
Thanks.
Let me just share, just real quick, just really get him in there. There he is. There's our boy. Alright. Alright. Thanks everybody.